And we are live, guys. Hi, and welcome to this hangout about Justice League and Wonder Woman Comic Con 2016, the DC awesomeness. I'm joined by Sammy Falagar, 517, and Archmage Falagar, and of course, Stray Passer Paul. So, hi, guys. So awesome to have you here
Hello.
to in this hangout. We also could be joined by Devin and Malik from Comics Defender and Malik X's channels. So hopefully they will manage to come. If not, we are here to discuss this to best of our abilities. So hi guys.
Hello.
Hey.
How is the hype going?
Oh, I'm super pumped.
I know, right? I mean, that was such a huge surprise. I mean, so much. I mean, they showed so much in both trailers. And just have in mind that Justice League is still filming, because I did, love to see other people's reactions as well. So I, watched Angry Joe's reactions, and he was like, "Oh, they didn't show what I wanted to see," or something like that. He wasn't very, happy with what he saw from Justice League. He was actually disappointed, and I'm sitting here like, Angry Joe, are you serious? I mean, they are filming. What do you want? I mean, they showed so much. Like, remember, if you remember, like, some years ago when that movie, second Batman movie that was about to come out with the Joker, Dark Knight, I forgot the title, but the teaser, the teaser that we got there was just a black screen and some title.
Right, yeah.
So, excuse me, but what we got is far more that we can ever want to see in such an early stage of, the movie development. And what we saw from Wonder Woman, it's a finished production, but it's still not finished movie. It's still like a lot more than we can expect and want. So I, for one, am just more than happy and grateful for all that we saw. So what do you think, guys?
Okay, well, let me go first. No offense to Angry Joe, but he's always angry for a reason. Okay? I kind of discount what he says about anything anyway. No offense to him, but come on, I love what they showed with Justice League. It was just like they described when the reporters visited the set a few weeks ago. Especially the scene with Batman throwing the Batarang at the Flash. I thought that was beautifully done. Okay, that just made me totally geek out seeing that scene. That was just totally awesome, and come on, Ezra Miller as the Flash is gonna kill it. I love that scene. He just killed it to me, and I love the special effects with him just moving out of the way with the lightning in the background and grabbing the Batarang. Come on, how could you not love it just for that alone?
I'm in. Can I keep that? Or can I keep this? Yeah.
Exactly. Come on.
Oh yeah, come on, yeah, it was so amazing, and I'm not sure what to think yet of Ezra Miller, because he's not really my type. He's not what I imagine. What I imagine somebody to play the Flash. He's not the physical type that I imagine to play the Flash, but he seems to be loving playing the Flash. I mean, you can really tell by his performance that he's loving it. So maybe I will like him.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. If you watch his movies that he's done, he's a really good actor, and he commits to any part he plays.
Yeah,
He's a really. That was the first choice to be the Flash, but now that I see him, I think he's gonna kill it, because he's supposed to bring the comedy and the humor and make the movie a little bit lighter, and he can do that. It's fun. He's a talented actor, so I have no worries about him.
Which is very different from his the role he played in what was it called? We Need to Talk About Kevin, Tilda Swinton. Yeah, completely different. So but then he was also in Perks of Being a Wallflower too. So
exactly. Played another totally different.
Very versatile. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, actually, I only see him in only one movie. But what movie was that? I'm not really sure. It was a very recent movie, but I just can't make out the name. It was some kind of a crazy. Oh yeah. Wait a second. It was that movie with Trainwreck. Yeah.
Really? He was in
with
Trainwreck.
Amy Schumer.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there. He played kind of you could say a colleague of hers that she thought he is a bit older, but he was underage or something. So they had something like a crazy sex scene. It was not really a sex scene, but it was nuts. So I'm like, this guy's the Flash. I'm out.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was in that. That's right. You're right. He was in that movie. I forgot. I saw Trainwreck, and I didn't remember him, but he was in that movie.
Yeah, he was just a very small role, very small. Yeah.
But as far as Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman, I love that trailer. Oh, that trailer just got me. That's Gal Gadot's gonna kill it. I just can't wait to see that.
How do you pronounce her name again? Gal Gadot.
Gal
Right?
Gadot.
Or is it Gal Gadot?
Gal Gadot.
I think it's Gal. I think it's Gal Gadot. I think that was the most accurate.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think she's gonna. Actually,
What was that?
cut off something. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Oh, yeah, so Wonder Woman was, I'm like, what? Like my jaw was, like,
I'm super stoked for that, for Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love the fight, especially seeing the Amazons on the beach. I think they're fighting Germans on the beach.
Oh, yes. And then how about it what looked like to be a bank or something when she was fighting, she did that thing when she kind of slid, went to kick that guy. Yeah,
You look like a total badass in that.
Oh yeah, and that is one of the things that Angry Joe also mentioned that was strange to him and that he didn't like it. And I'm like, Angry Joe, you know what's your problem here? Because if you never worked out in your life, I mean, because he did not, you don't know that if you actually work out and if you become very, very strong and you know, she is like Superman strong almost, you can stand on your fingers like Bruce Lee, and you can, and in her case, you can do absolutely anything because she's a lot stronger than the gravity. So she can slide on her shield all day if she wants to. Her weight is not anything to be concerning. I mean, she can be concerned with her weight. She can withstand much tougher stuff. So she can slide on her shield. She can turn around in the air. She can do whatever she wants with her body. When you have such a great physical strength, just no problem at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he can't know that because he doesn't work out.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like Paul dropped out, but that's okay. He'll come back, and there he is.
Yeah, connection problem maybe.
Okay, I think I'm back, right?
Yeah, you're back. Just
You're
your
back.
camera's off though. But
Yeah. No, wait, hold on. Camera's hold on. Let me if I can fix it.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, even Captain America slides on his shield, and he's probably weighs heavier, so it's not a matter of I think I've seen. You know what? I've seen Legolas slide on his shield too down the steps in Two Towers. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, and I also love the when she's trying. You know, he's explaining. You know, he's trying to ask her, "You never had a father?" And she tells him, "Well, I was created by Zeus."
He's like, cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I wonder how. But they're gonna, you know, because remember, I think there's like 2 explanations about how she got made. That Queen Hippolyta wanted a daughter, and she made her out of clay, and then Zeus made her come back to life. You know, made her a real person.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the origins, and I think the other origin is that actually she had a relationship with Zeus, and that's how Diana became. You know, so that's why. So she's part god. You know.
Like Hercules, a demigod.
Yeah, like a demigod.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but she's a real demigod, you know, not like Hercules and Xena, where the only thing that he has is physical strength, and when they took that off, he became like super weak. Everybody was kicking his ass like non-stop. Xena saved his ass. So. Yeah.
And not only that, her weapons are forged by Hephaestus. Her bracelet, her shield, her sword.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So right, and lasso and the bracelets, right?
Oh God, yeah. That's why I was watching. Thank you to Movie Mike. I was able to watch again. The extended edition of Batman vs Superman, and when Doomsday shot his lasers, she was able to block it. But that's due to that. And if you'll notice, when she was cutting into him with her sword, it left like a scorching mark. You know. So,
well, she she actually managed to cut his arm off, and
His
that's
arm
when,
off.
yeah, that's when he developed
The
that spike.
The spike thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But she was also cutting, like, didn't cut it off though, but like sliced into him, like his leg, his side. She did manage to get like a few slices in before cutting off his arm.
Yeah, that means that she can cut Kryptonian flesh, which is major, very
Yeah,
major thing.
right, with that material.
And I think they're going to need that in Justice League too. I think,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's interesting how her shield is going to change from World War I till this present day. Yeah, it's totally different shield.
Yeah, because I know they were talking about maybe like Steve Trevor dies. Of course he dies between now and then. And Justice League actually buries him with her original shield. That's what I heard. I remember that she buries him with her original shield, and then she gets a new one.
Maybe, yeah. That's completely possible, absolutely.
And what's funny and different, I mean, I guess we can't go by the shows, but if you remember the Linda Carter ones, Steve Trevor, I think, was it like the first couple of seasons or the first seasons? It starts off in World War World War II, and then there came a point where they kind of brought it up to modern days, but it's like still like the same characters, I think, right? Except
no, Steve Trevor, I think, character was his like grandson, right? I think
it was his grandson. That's right. Okay, it's been, like I said, it's a long time, but the same actor,
Yeah, same actor, but yeah.
I lost your thoughts, Sammy. I mean, how is the same actor?
No. I meant the same actor from the season 1 and then the season, like all the whole seasons. He used the same actor to play kind of like the Steve Trevor kind of character. Is all I'm saying. So I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I guess they won't do a similar thing by bringing this Steve Trevor and somehow propel him to present day. They're just going to kill him off.
You think he's going to be in Justice League?
No. I'm saying it doesn't seem like that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to kill him off and kill him off permanently.
Well, I think he's
unlike the show. Yeah.
I think he's probably going to die in the first Wonder Woman movie. At the end of it, he's probably going to die, and that might be part of the reason why Diana goes away from humanity.
200 years. Well, not 200 years, but.
Yeah.
Oh, not 200, Sammy.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. Not 200. I'm sorry. She said something at the end of Batman versus Superman. I walked away from humanity.
Yeah, exactly.
100 years ago or something. So.
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
100.
Well, for one, he's going to get so old. So even if he doesn't die in the war, he's going to die.
Old age.
Old age. Yeah.
So in any ways, I mean, he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, of course. But Sammy, I got like you can say Xena vibes, from all those Amazons and how they were on the horses and how they were so confident. And at the same time, I got vibes from the animations because then we saw the Amazons being with their awesome golden armors and other things, and the style is the same. So it was like awesome to see all of this, brought to life, the mascara and the Amazons. It's very magical.
Yeah. I think that's. Let me ask you something. Do you think that scene at the end, or the scene on the beach, you think that's probably like the climax of the movie? Like the Nazis find out where, well, not the Nazis, but the Germans, they find out where their mascara is, and they come to the island, and then they have to defend their island against. At the end, I think that might be the climax of the movie, because you see them all charging on the beach.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling that this is going to be maybe in the middle or at the beginning of the movie. Maybe that is how the conflict, or some part of the conflict starts.
Oh, okay.
And the Amazons act, and who knows? I mean, who knows how is the structure of the movie and where this is going to fall? But the rumors are that maybe Ares is responsible for the war. World War I.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because he is the one that makes all those things, wars, and he's going to be ultimately the main villain, maybe.
Do you know who they cast as Ares, or is that a secret? I don't remember hearing anything about who was cast as Ares.
No idea, actually. I could look into IMDb if it's
But,
not a secret there.
but I do think he is the villain of the movie. Ultimately, I think he is.
So we'll see some kind of end battle, which they're keeping secret then, between Wonder
Yeah.
Woman and Ares.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
because,
That
you
would be
know,
great.
only soldiers are not enemies enough for Wonder Woman. I mean, she can
Mhm.
kill the whole army herself, so that's not a problem.
So she has to have some obstacle that she got to fight that she's gonna have to struggle with a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, so I'm reading now in IMDb.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is Danny Houston listed as Ares?
I'm not seeing Ares anywhere, no.
Danny Houston, is that actor listed as something else? Somebody playing somebody else? Because I know he's in the trailer. He's the one when Wonder Woman goes to the party and he's looking at her and she's in the blue dress and she has a sword. Danny Houston is he's the officer that's staring at her.
Yeah, I see him, but even, you know, against his name, there is just nothing. Like, it doesn't even say a soldier, it doesn't say anything. Like a general, nothing. Like, it's blank. It's blank.
So he could be another character and Ares at the same time because he plays a lot of villains, Danny Houston, in a lot of movies. So
Yeah.
he could be Ares in disguise. So it's very possible.
Yeah, definitely there is no Ares listed here.
I'm pretty sure there's an Ares in this movie.
Yeah, we are all pretty sure, but of course they are not going to write it here because we are going to know everything.
Exactly, that's true. So you'll probably see it in the next trailer or something.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think about Batman's new costume, by the way?
Oh yeah, that's right. I think we did see it briefly when he jumped down there, and then you see him talking to Cyborg. Okay, I know he's supposed to have another suit as well, another different variation of like the armor one. I guess when they start fighting the parademons. He's supposed to have two more costumes.
Wow.
I remember reading this. He supposed to have two more costumes.
He was fighting the parademons and stuff from I forgot that word, not Apocalypse. What's his name?
Yeah, Apocalypse. Yeah, that's where the parademons go.
Oh, the place called from Apocalypse. Okay, but the villain, I forgot his name. Oh, not Doomsday. Darkseid.
Steppenwolf. This is going to be the villain in this one. Steppenwolf.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Ah.
And I don't think they haven't cast Steppenwolf yet either. Although I did hear that they were thinking about Colin Farrell as Steppenwolf.
Okay, so now he was Bullseye, and now he's that is. I mean, well, they're both. Ben Affleck had to confront him in 2 films. They confronted each other in 2 films.
We'll see.
Daredevil in this one. Remember,
that's true.
Colin Farrell was Bullseye in
Yeah.
Yeah,
Daredevil.
that's right. It was Bullseye. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I really don't care about who's going to play Steppenwolf, and he's like a monster, so we're probably never going to see whoever is playing him, the real face of the actor.
I think, although if you look at the comics, Steppenwolf sometimes has human form. If you look at the animated series as well, he has like a human form. So I don't know if they're gonna. I know Batman v Superman, they had him looking like a creature like that, but I think they might in this movie have him change his form so he looks more human-like. So you can get a big name actor to play him.
Demon. Okay. See, I'm not too familiar with the name Steppenwolf, but then I've seen Justice League animated series, and is that the guy that looks like a demon? Then he has.
Well, he looks. He has this whole head thing on, and then he has like a mustache, and.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I don't know who he is.
He sort of does look like Colin Farrell. If you put a mustache on him.
Okay. Wow.
But we'll see.
Geez.
We'll see who they're going to cast, because they said they're supposed to cast him, but they haven't cast an actor yet to play Steppenwolf. So we'll see who they cast for that part.
Yeah, you see, even the villain of the movie is not cast yet, or at least not to our knowledge, and Angry Joe's like, we didn't see enough.
Of course, you got to keep something secret.
Yeah, he has the appropriate name. He's always angry about everything, so I don't take him too seriously, because he just loves to criticize everything. So there's just too much energy. There's too much energy to be negative. So But what I wanted to talk about was Superman. I know we didn't get Superman in this movie, and not in this little teaser thing, and I don't think that. Let me ask you something. Do you think they will show him eventually, or just keep him out of all the trailers and just let him show up in the movie?
I think that in the trailers, I'm not sure if they ever going to show him, maybe just a hint, but in the movie, 100% he's in the movie. He's in that poster that I gave Sammy to put here in the hangout, and he has new costume also.
Yeah.
By the way, the costume is new. It has some new details on it. So yeah, of course he's 100% in the movie, but as we talked, in the comments with you, Paul, if you remember, he's going to be either in the middle or at the end. Of course, I prefer to be in the middle at least, not at the end, but who knows? I mean, he has to be revived, and after that, he's going to probably save the day. But before that, it's interesting how it's going to be, because Justice League are obviously going to already fight with somebody. So very, very interesting how they're going to do that.
Yeah, I want to see how it plays out myself. But like I said, like you said, I want him to come in the middle. I don't want him coming at the very end. I'd rather him come like the end of the second act, and then let him come back and be part of the Justice League when they have a final fight with Steppenwolf and the Parademons and stuff, and send them back to Apocalypse or whatever they do to defeat them ultimately. I would like him. So I don't want him to be in the movie for the last 10 minutes. I want him to come at the end of the second act. Okay, after Justice League had their first battle and maybe they're losing, and then he comes back and saves the day, and then you see humanity cheer him, and then they confront Steppenwolf for one last push. Yeah, that's what I prefer.
I like that.
Yeah, and I would like to add that maybe the movie should be 3 hours this time.
I don't mind a 3-hour movie at all.
I don't mind too, as long as we get to see more of the characters, and as long as the story is completely, finished with everything in it that is supposed to be in it, and not be like, we're going to take this out and this out, so half the audience doesn't get what the hell was going on. Exactly. So maybe they should do it 3 hours.
Make it 3 hours. Trust me, there's no problem. Trust me, I have no problem sitting through a 3-hour movie. I did it through the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
Movies, I have no problem sitting through a 3-hour movie. So as long as you do it well, trust me, it's not going to bother nobody to see a 3-hour movie. As long as you keep it interesting and the story moving, nobody's going to have a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, it's just the problem in matter of screenings in the theaters, because there's too much movies that are coming out in the same time. Sometimes it's just there's not enough, screening rooms to put the other movies, and when the movie is 3 hours, that really becomes a problem for the movie theaters, and that's just the only problem actually, because it's going to be the amount of screenings are going to be limited a bit. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you something. How do you think the movie's going to end? Because I have a theory, but go ahead.
Oh, I think that maybe they are going to destroy, Steppenwolf, but then, Darkseid is going to appear and be like, ha 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 ha, I'm coming.
Yeah, Darkseid, okay. That's what I actually thought it was. I actually thought it was Darkseid that was going to be the villain, because, like I said, I wasn't familiar with Steppenwolf. But, yes, I was just thinking it was going to be that Batman saw, when he saw the Flash, and they were fighting I guess they're called the Parademons, you said?
Yes.
And he was fighting them. That kind of future is going to start taking place. That's what I thought. So they're going to fight Darkseid, and then kind of like what you said there, Superman comes in near the middle part, and then like you said, the celebration and everything, and then they go and fight him at the end, and then they prevail, they win, but maybe at the end of it they have Lex Luthor escape. Maybe show him a little bit here and there, like maybe the beginning and maybe the middle part, where it's like for brief moments, where he's planning some kind of escape. So at the end of it, he finally does escape, and he forms his. Because you know how that eventually happens, where he forms like the evil Justice League. I forgot the name. I think they're called like the Masters of Evil or something like that. He formed to get Grodd the Gorilla and everything.
Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom. That's it, from the old Super Friends. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that Lex Luthor is going to be participating for now, but they are saving him for something That's for sure, I think, because he's not dead. So
No, yeah.
He's an he's an Arkham, right?
He's
So,
an Arkham.
yeah.
Yeah, he's an Arkham. But this is how I think it's going to end. They're going to defeat Steppenwolf and the Parademons and send them back to Apocalypse. And then I do think at the very end, then you're going to have the last, maybe even the last scene in the movie, because they said this movie is going to be, it's just going to end. You know, it's not going to be a part two. This is just going to be a standalone movie. So at the very end, after they defeat Darkseid, so I think they even may have whatchamacallit get married at the end. You never know. Have Clark Kent and Lois, they get married at the end. At the end of this one, because remember she got the ring at the end, right?
Yeah.
The ring that Clark's going to give her. So now that he's come back to life, they'll get married at the end, and then it's all cheery, everybody's going up, and then you see Steppenwolf come back to Apocalypse, and then you see a throne and saying that he's going to have to do it himself and come back to Earth, and then it fades to black like that. Or even I thought another thing, the way to bring in Green Lantern at the very end of the movie, you have him at the end of the wedding, and you have everybody comes outside, and then you see Green Lantern come down. And tell them that you better get ready because Apocalypse, a Darkseid is coming, and then it cuts to black.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and then it leads into the Green Lantern film, the better one, where it shows how he got the ring.
Exactly. It could go that way, too. I think that would be a nice way to end it like that.
That's interesting. Actually, very, very interesting. But what else is very interesting? I just thought of this. You know how General Zod is dead? I mean, he was dead, and before that, I mean, he didn't come back to life. But Superman gets, his chest, punched into, just torn apart, and he's going to come back. And I'm trying to think like some kind of a logic why Superman can be back, but Zod could not be back. That's something to think about.
Zod is Doomsday now, right? And at Doomsday, the character in the comics, what kills him, he comes back. He always comes back. Whatever you kill him with, he can come back from that, and then you can't kill him the same way twice.
Yeah. So
who knows? They may bring him back later, and if they do a solo Superman movie or something, or another movie, they have him come back because Doomsday, whatever the character, when you kill him, he always comes back, and whatever kills him before doesn't work again. So they can always do that. Somewhere later, have him get revived at the end of maybe in a solo Superman movie, have him come back. So that's always
Well, I doubt that they're going to bring back Doomsday, but my thought is that he was obviously dead for 8 months or 6 months, and if he is not decomposing, they would have known that, because they constantly are making tests on his body, and if there's something like, because he's supposed to be not decomposing if he's going to come back. So I'm failing to see the logic in that. Maybe because Superman broke his neck, and maybe that can be healed. The way that he killed him can be healed, but deep hole in the chest can be healed. Because in Man of Steel, when we hear the monologue of his father, Jor-El, he says that not only the sun but the whole planet is more nourishing. So Superman draws his powers from the sun, but also from our whole environment. That helps him to make his muscles stronger, if I have to quote, and so on. So I don't know, maybe because Clark was on Earth since he was a baby, that made him a lot tougher and a lot more regeneratable. That's not the word, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to find the logic in that, so I can explain why Superman will be, alive again and Zod not.
Well, you can always say right? You can say that because he's been on this Earth 33 years or whatever old he's supposed to be, he absorbed more of the sun's energy.
Yeah.
So he has a better chance of reviving because like I said, it was also in Man of Steel. Remember after the World Engine, where he reached back up to the sun and got the strength.
Yeah.
then he charged again, the world engine again, so that he's absorbed. His body's used to the, his body got like 33 years of absorbing the sun's energy. So of course, so he's just temporarily healing right now, and then he'll be revived in Justice League, of course. But Zod had just came to Earth, right? He had just came, so he didn't have years of absorbing the sun's energy. He just had those few, however long they were on Earth before he got.
Yeah.
He was still, like when he came as a kid still, so that's why,
basically
still forming.
Yeah, exactly. And Superman had 33 years of absorbing the sun's energy. Yeah, so that makes sense. It'll make sense when he comes back.
Yeah, that's the only, I think, logical explanation. So I think that works. That's perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, but what I want to talk about too is Aquaman. What were your impressions of Jason Momoa? That's what I want.
Okay.
It's hard to say, but you know what I noticed? That then when we saw it, in Batman v Superman, he had a normal eyes, normal brown eyes, and now he has like a yellow, kind of a cat, kind of a fish eyes.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting how he had normal eyes, but now he doesn't have normal eyes anymore.
Yeah.
So it's obvious. I mean, you can always see that and check the movie, check Batman v Superman.
Well, maybe they'll explain it because he's lived under the water for so long that and remember, he's still part human. Arthur Curry, his character, is part human, okay, and part Atlantean. So maybe that's why his eyes change depending on what environment he's in.
Okay.
So, yeah, because he's part human and part Atlantean. So maybe he's a hybrid. So, and I'm sure they'll explain it in the movie. He's a hybrid. So maybe that's part of the reason why his eyes, change color when he's on land or something. When he's in the water or something, I'm sure.
Yeah, but his eyes were human when he was underwater, and his eyes were not human when he was outside. So that is what I'm kind of confused about,
Yeah. Or maybe the filmmakers just messed up. Maybe they just messed up. So, who knows?
There's inconsistency sometimes that happens.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm sure. And like I said, so let me ask you: when do you think the next trailer? I know it's not to talk about the next trailer, but. The next trailer for this movie, we probably won't get that till probably when Wonder Woman comes out, you think, right? Probably?
Or even maybe the end of this year.
Because I don't know if they're going to show anything by the end of the year.
Okay.
Unless Warner Brothers got a big major film coming out this end of this year.
Okay.
Who knows? Because when they finish production, they will have a lot more material to work with, but also they have to finish the special effects. That's always the problem.
Yeah. And that's why I was thinking maybe because Wonder Woman comes out next June, right?
Wow.
I think it comes out next June. Wonder Woman comes out, so maybe when that movie comes out, you'll get a new trailer, a full trailer when that movie comes out, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an extremely extensive trailer considering that the movie just finished shooting. So I can only imagine what we are going to see next time. Although they could decide not to show. Too much of it, but I can only imagine how much more of it actually is there. So it's overall very interesting to think about it.
Well, the final trailer for it will maybe finally show Ares if he's, will probably finally show the main bad guy for each of the films. You know what I mean? You get like a glimpse of him on the final trailer.
Oh, better not, because
I think okay.
Yeah, I doubt that they want the same effect with Doomsday to show the villain, to show that's going to be bad.
I do think though, when Wonder Woman comes out, I think before the end of the year, you'll probably get another Wonder Woman trailer.
Yeah.
And I think they may show Ares a little bit. They may show Ares. I think, as long as you don't, spoil the movie, I don't think people will mind if you show Ares.
Yeah. You just show him like a general background or something like that. He doesn't have to say anything, but.
Yeah.
Or to show his eye or something like glowing eye in the dark or glowing eyes in the dark.
Yeah. Exactly.
Kind of like how they did with Vision, you just kind of saw his face a little bit and then that was it,
Exactly. But I think Ares is the villain for Wonder Woman. I think he is ultimately. Once they, we don't know now, but I think he will.
Can't wait to see how Ares is, made in this movie if there is Ares.
That's why I think Danny Houston is playing. Maybe he could be playing two roles. He could be playing that general, and then he could be Ares at the same time. Like he's influencing men to have the war.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And which is why Wonder Woman comes to man's world to help stop the war. And I think that's where you see Steve Trevor trying to tell her that he can't let her do this, like he can't let her get involved in the war. But she knows that he's Ares. So
Okay.
So that kind of makes sense. In that way, that she has to stop him. That she feels it's her duty to stop him, because I guess technically he would be her uncle, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Would be his niece, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe that is why she had the sword, to her back when she entered that room, because that general, whatever he plays, he stood there and he looked at her very like judgmental, you can say, and he looked at him like very like angry and preparing for battle kind of a look. And she reached for the sword. So maybe she needs that sword because he is Ares and she has to attack if necessary.
Exactly.
Good idea, yeah, that's possible, I think. Interesting stuff, guys. Well, we are up for a very amazing time in movie history, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when we consider that this is the very, very first, Wonder Woman movie. So, at least, Justice League movie, actually. Very, very the first one. Yeah, super exciting.
Make a movie history.
Absolutely. And did you see the new Suicide Squad trailer?
Yes, I saw that. The final trailer for Comic-Con, I saw that too. That one's good. I like that too.
Yeah, it looked very interesting, like super magical. I didn't expect to be like that magical.
Yeah, they show more of the creatures that they're going to be fighting.
Yeah, some kind of a portal in the sky, and Enchantress became like her full self.
Yeah.
That's very, very interesting to see. And did you see, Paul, that clip where she turned into to her real self?
Yeah, I saw that.
Like with the arm, just like that.
Yeah, that looked weird. That looked weird to me. It's
super cool, though. It's amazingly clever and cool.
I'm looking forward to Suicide Squad. I think that's going to be great. And I also think I know that they said Batman's like in a flashback in that movie, like he's a flashback when he captures the Joker and Harley.
Oh wow, okay.
But I do wonder if it's going to be like Assault on Arkham. Did you see the movie, Sammy? Assault on Arkham, the animated movie?
Yeah, I have it right over here. This thing right here. Yeah, this was just.
If you've seen that movie, you know that.
I seen it. Yeah.
Well, remember Batman dresses up like the Black Spider, and then he dresses up like the Black Spider, and then he comes back at the end.
Yeah, yep.
So I'm wondering if he does that, if Batman's going to come back in the end, and in Suicide Squad, he's going to come back at the end.
Yeah, okay.
That's interesting because, I also think we saw Superman's funeral at the beginning of the trailer.
Yeah, I did. You did see that because you saw the planes flying overhead, right?
Yeah, we did saw the march, of all the people, and that's exactly the same, I think, even shot from Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
So I think that must be it. They are going to touch upon Superman's death because thinking about it, Superman is going to come down and do something and he was alive. He's not going to stand like that and, there's a huge hole in the sky and it's glowing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to do something about it if he was alive, but obviously he's not. So they're going to show before and after things. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and also by the way, if you know, I don't know if you know this, but some of the people in my comic section asked me to do cosplay, of Harley Quinn. And I never did anything like that in my life. But now my friend from Bulgaria here, Helzo, he was like, "Hey Gary, do you want to go to Suicide Squad premiere and dress up as the characters and you have to be Harley Quinn?" And I'm like,
I think Wonder Woman would be better for you.
Uh, well, it's all about Suicide Squad, so
Yeah.
Oh,
to go
Suicide
to the
Squad. Okay.
premiere, I have to be Harley Quinn, and I'm actually super excited about that. I just don't know how I'm going to pull that off.
Well, you can.
When does that come out over there? It comes out same day, same time as over here?
And 5th of August.
Oh, it does come out. Okay, 5th of August here too. So I was wondering if it came out the same time.
Yeah, this time, yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah. So if we're going to do this, we are probably going to be like several people, and I'm going to film it. So
Oh.
we'll see. And I hopefully, at the movie theater are not going to be like, what the hell are those like freaks? Get out of here! You're not watching the movie.
Yeah, there might be 100 Jokers, 100 Harley Quinns, right? 100 Deadshots.
It's supposed to be like 5, 6 people or something, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, that is not very popular in Bulgaria, like at all. Like cosplay is not popular yet. So
Okay.
people are not used to seeing other people dressed as characters.
Oh, okay.
But we're going to, drove there, buy a car and just pop into the front of the movie theater and be like,
Oh, okay.
yay!
Yeah, there you go. Put it on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have to put it on YouTube, on both our channels, his and mine, and so on. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh boy, it's going to be a lot of preparing to do with the costume and the makeup.
You're not gonna dye your hair, right?
Well, I do have to buy a spray that is going to color it just temporarily. So I have to buy 3 color spray, like blonde, pink, and blue.
Oh, okay.
So actually, I am going to dye it, but temporary, of course.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, see how I look.
No one suggested also maybe trying to cosplay as Enchantress?
Oh no, that's terrible.
That's terrible, you think? Okay.
I'm going to look like I fell into the trash, like in the
okay.
time.
Okay, yeah.
No, thank you, no.
Okay.
And it's still summer here is very hot, so anything else than Harley Quinn is going to be too much of a, clothes and stuff on me. So no, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, how long are we
I have
here?
absolutely
actually?
no idea. Let's see. What time did we start this? It's 1:28 now. We started at about. I think we started about like 12:30. Somewhere around there. 12:30, 12:35.
I don't know. I should have checked, but I think 1 hour now maybe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So if you like, we can like discuss like one or two more things, and
Sure,
we have to go. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a Doctor Strange thing we could also talk about. I don't think we really touched up a lot on too much on Justice League. I mean, it seemed like we hit more on Wonder Woman, so we can discuss a little bit more on Justice League as well.
Okay, then I got a thing about Justice League. I know Amber Heard is supposed to be Mirror.
Amber Heard. Okay.
Amber Heard's supposed to be Mirror in this movie. So I was wondering, remember when they had this, I think they showed a picture of Zack Snyder with Jason Momoa, and they had all the costumes in the back. So
Okay, yeah.
and we know what's his name, William Dafoe is in this movie as well. He plays like an advisor to Jason Momoa. So we're gonna get to see Atlantis because they're gonna obviously show. They're gonna show a flashback in the beginning of the movie, and then they're gonna probably show Atlantis. And I wonder if they do. I wonder if they are. Well, I guess they are gonna film underwater scenes, right? When they're gonna have them living in Atlantis. But I wonder if they're gonna have the Justice League visit Atlantis, which would be cool.
Yeah.
Nice underwater sequence. That would be cool because I know they got one of the motor boxes, and I know the Amazon's got one of them, and Cyborg is made of the other one.
Yeah, that's right.
So I wonder if they go to Themyscira as well in Justice League too. Like they go to the different places.
Yeah.
I know Batman got the different vehicles now. They said he has the one that's called the Spider, and he has a new Batmobile as well. So I wonder if we get that scene of them going to Atlantean, and also the Themyscira, which would be really cool to see those sequences.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Very interesting.
and another person they can also bring in for the Wonder Woman movie, or if not this movie, maybe the next Justice League or the next Wonder Woman is in the animated Wonder Woman. I think she had like a stepsister or something like that. I can't remember, and she was like evil. They could use her. I don't know if you know what character I'm talking about, but
Not pretty sure.
like a stepsister. If you've seen that Wonder Woman movie, have you seen that Wonder Woman animated
Yeah, I saw
movie? Yeah, that you see. Remember that woman that she caught when she went around Themyscira. I think
I
this woman
remember someone, but she was
caught-
like a zombie, like possessed from
think she was-
evil force.
I think she was blonde. I think she was blonde, and was it
Or
not Hera? Not Hera. That wasn't Hera, but
no,
she,
no.
she caught. Okay.
I really can't remember. I remember, blonde, a redhead,
Yeah.
but not really remembering their roles.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Kerry Russell played. Okay. Here we go. We have. Oh, Hippolyta.
That's her mother.
Yeah,
That's
her
her
mother,
mother.
yeah.
Hippolyta, that's her mother.
We have Ares. Okay, well here's the cast. Okay, Artemis, Ares, Hippolyta, Attacker, Hades, Hera, Persephone.
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 The Persephone, yeah.
Persephone. Okay, it's not any of these people.
I can't remember Sammy, honestly. I seen this movie
okay.
like 1 year ago.
Alexa. I just have Diana Prince, Artemis. Maybe it was Artemis that was. I think it was Artemis that was the bad one.
But she's a goddess.
Yeah, she's a goddess, right? She's a goddess.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
She's a hunter, right? She's the hunter, right? Artemis is the hunter, right? I think that's,
Yeah, with the bow and arrow.
yeah, she's the hunter.
Yeah. Okay, so all right, but I'll have to watch that cartoon again. But
Yeah, we have to watch it again. You know what? I'm thinking like to make a video about comparing the costumes because I'm seeing like a lot of differences between Batman's new costume, the old costumes. Some differences in Superman's costume. So that's interesting. It's interesting to me at least.
Yeah, it is cool. I like the different costumes.
Yeah, I always love when they update them for each movie. It's really cool, and Marvel does that as well. So yeah, always love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm not so keen on the differences, but I mean, it still looks somewhat the same to me. Batman's and Superman's costume. When I'll put it up here. When I'm looking at them, I mean, they look the same to me. I don't really see a difference. There's differences.
No.
Really? Okay.
There's a big difference, Sammy, especially in Batman's costume because it's darker. The chest area is different. The abs area is different. The cowl is different.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Same. Right?
Superman's abs are different. The side parts of the costume is different. The crouch area is different. You have a line that goes from the side other lines to across his that area.
Okay.
So,
wow, and you take real. Yeah, now that you said it, that Batman's outfit is more darker. Yeah, I see that now.
And his chests are smaller, which I have a huge issue with. They're very tight and they're very into the costume. They're not, so up front and they're not so well shaped. So he looks more white, but not in the good way. So I really have to put two pictures side by side so I can, point those things out.
And I know the Flash is supposed to have two costumes in this movie, in Justice League. He's supposed to have the one that he puts together, and then Batman's supposed to later update his costume for him. Yeah, for the Flash. So he's going to have two different costumes.
Well, this end result here looks like it would be the thing Batman made. It looks like armor-like. See that?
Absolutely, but I don't really like the darker part, which is brown color. It really messes up the dynamic of the anatomy of the body, of the whole, combination, you can say it. It kind of messes it up. It's not fluently looking like Superman's costume. It's kind of made out of pieces.
do you feel as if this should have gone more of like a look of how he is in the series, that kind of costume?
Yes and no, because in the series we don't get the feeling of a texture. You don't know from what his costume is made of.
I see.
And if it's fabric, it's not going to look very good. It has to be something like an armor. I'm always like picturing the Flash with more of an armor look because he's not so durable as Superman, not at all. So he should have logically some kind of armor, I think. But at least to be more, synchronized as a design, but it's not. It's kind of messy.
Okay.
Well, I know the first suit. They said the first suit was going to be something that looks like he put it together because he's just like they said he makes it with 3D printers.
Oh.
But then later he's supposed to get an updated one from Batman. Wayne Tech is going to give him a better one than what it looks like. So I think ultimately that picture that you see, the picture that you use in the background, I think he's going to have a different one. Probably when they have the final fight, he's going to get an updated costume. Because I also think Batman's going to have a different costume on too when they have that final fight against the Parademons. He's going to have They say it's going to be more like the armor one, except a little leaner. It won't be as bulky as the armored one.
And we also saw on the production pictures when we saw like picture of Zack Snyder and Jason Momoa. If you saw that picture, there was a black suit that was standing behind them that looked very cool, like all armor, and I'm like, who is that going to be? Is that like the Superman, some other costume? Is that like Nightwing? I mean, who is that? There were no logos on it, no marks, no anything, so it's very interesting. What the hell is that? I have a different kind of a question now that popped into my head.
Okay.
Because I watched Conan O'Brien, if you saw, he made very interesting video how he went into the studio that they made all the costumes for Batman v Superman, for Thor, and all the costumes there were of course amazing. They showed how Wonder Woman's costume is done and all of that, and he was like, oh yeah, scan my body and make me a costume. And they made him like a super cool costume, all with muscles that look pretty real, like he looked full, but not like fake muscles. He looked actually like, real, and it was super well textured and all of that. And I'm like, why don't like Supergirl, as a TV show, The Flash, go there so they can make them better costumes? Because I'm not really fond of the costumes of The Flash of a TV show and Supergirl. They look a lot cheaper, and I think that there's a lot better work that could be done if one costume could be made for, Conan.
I like Supergirl's costume.
Yeah, but compared to the movies, it's not the same quality. It's kind of loose. It's not so, well defined. The lines doesn't make any sense, at least to me. The red lines. They could make like a ton of a better costume, like with the material of Henry Cavill's costume. They could make something a ton better. I mean, they could make it lighter so it won't reference the movies, but just at least to look more quality, more to the quality side. Because now the Flash's costume is such a cheap fabric, and of course the leather and the fabric. They don't mix well, at least in my eyes, and they don't make him look any better because he is very skinny.
Yes.
So.
See, but the thing with the Flash is that because he's so skinny, right? They said he has to constantly eat, burn calories. So I don't think they're ever gonna give him a costume where he's all muscly up because supposedly because of his speed, he burns calories, so he's never gonna be fat or he's never gonna be muscular like that because he's so fast. He's always constantly burning calories all the time, so he's never going to be heavy. And I know the Flash costume, the old costume that the guy who played his father had on the old TV series. I love that one. That one had more like defined muscles in it. The old costume that he had, I like that one, but I don't think I think the one they made for Grant Gustic now, I think it's just practical, something that he can wear around, because I know he shoots probably long hours. And that's why I don't think you see him in the suit that much, because I think that suit is probably hot as hell. because it's leather, like you said. So they have limited time with him in the suit because of the budget for the TV. So they can't keep him in the suit all the time. So they have to give him something that he can actually wear for short amounts of time. Because I don't think they have it on that much. So I don't think that. I mean, they may redesign it eventually, but I don't think they're gonna mess around with it too much because I think because of the nature of the suit, because they have to get a suit that looks good on camera and all that, and it has to be something he can move in. It's a lot different than somebody that's going to wear a costume just for like one event or something. His costume has to last.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't know. I just wish that the costume could be updated somehow because I really don't like that, fabric and leather and fabric and leather. That thing, I just don't like it. And I saw a picture of him. I think it was last year with some kind of a leather suit. Maybe they were testing something, and I was like, yeah, this suit looks like tons better. At least it's made out of the same piece, and it looks very fluent and all of that, very smooth. So I
your
prefer
mouse
that.
pad as a fan.
Yeah, it's too hot. I can't stand it anymore. Yeah. The mouse pad is going to be my fan. Yeah.
That's great.
That's normal for Bulgaria. Don't worry.
Yeah.
it's trust me, it's hot in New York now too. It's like in the 90s. It's been the 90s for the past couple of days. It's been hot. It's July, so it's hot in New York in July and August. So.
Yeah, I got my fan blowing on me here.
Yeah, I have to keep my air conditioner off because else you won't be able to hear me.
Oh yeah, of course.
So that's it makes a lot of noise, but I have to keep it off, for this.
Yeah. So it's a lot hotter now. you mean to say that it's a lot hotter now, yeah. And I don't have any air conditioning, so.
Oh no.
Imagine that.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I have to try to dress because otherwise I have to be just naked. Yeah, so hot.
Oh jeez, yeah.
You have a winter over it. You have a winter in Bulgaria, right? A winter where it snows. Does it snow in Bulgaria?
Yeah, it's just normal weather here.
Oh, okay. You go through the seasons. I mean, that's what I mean. You go through.
Yeah, but we are above the equator, so just normal weather. Like every season is here, is present, it exists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have snow. We have autumn, the fall, you can call it. We have everything, yeah. But it's sometimes they blur together. Like winter is not very winter; it's more like the fall, and the summer it's not summer, but spring is more like summer, and so on.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I got one last thing about Justice League.
Yeah.
Cyborg. Now remember, they create him basically from one of the motor boxes. So you think Steppenwolf is going to control him eventually because he's made one of the motor boxes basically forms his body, the rest of his body. So you think Steppenwolf will maybe be able to control him.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, that will suck, that will suck. I don't think so because he is alive. I mean, he didn't die just because of the mother boxes, and he still has his consciousness and mind, so on. So maybe that was going to be enough for him to remain in full control of the box. And it's part of himself, so it's not supposed to be a part of something that Steppenwolf could control anymore. It's now part of his consciousness, so no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys, so I think that is going to be enough. I mean, we can't finish the topic anyways, and we can always start to talk about other things, so.
Yeah, I think the next thing we should talk about, sometime along the line, maybe when it starts to get closer, is what Trey Pastor and myself were talking about before we went on air, is the Defenders, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, the whole Netflix series, Defender. Defender. It brings in what like what Trey Pastor said, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil. Did you see Iron Fist too?
Yeah, Iron Fist.
And Iron Fist, they form a group. It's going to be a Netflix show. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Defenders.
The Defenders, yeah, it's going to be a Netflix show. So basically, like, you know, how we have Justice League and how you have the Avengers, you know, Netflix is going to have like its own group show.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
very
can't wait for that.
cool.
Daredevil being together with Jess Jones and all that, you know, and Iron Fist, you know, with his, yeah, he's, you know, I'd like to see a fight with Iron Fist versus Karnak, because they both have like martial arts supremacy. So yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be so great. But that is, you know, different topic, Sammy. It's totally different topic.
For next time, I mean, yeah, for next time. This is the end of this.
Yeah, so I think that everybody should say something to finish this up.
Okay.
Okay, who want to go first?
Good. Okay.
Well, you guys start.
You want to go first, Sammy?
Yeah, go ahead, Paul. Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want me to go first? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay. I hope in this movie, I know we're gonna have Commissioner Gordon in this movie, so I hope that you may get a peek at maybe Batgirl or Barbara Gordon. I know they're gonna have him in the movie, Commissioner Gordon in the movie, so maybe you may have Batgirl or maybe Nightwing in this.
Oh.
I would love, even if it's just a small cameo, Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon in Justice League. I would love to see that. That's my hope. Hopefully they'll do that. Have a little small part or something in.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, that. Oh man, this. And okay, and then yeah, same thing. That would be great too. And this has also gotten me in the mood to start watching some. You know, maybe I might put on that Assault on Arkham or something, or the Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
And I'll just say too, I'll end it off too, that I'm looking forward to this. I don't know, between Justice League and Wonder Woman, I don't know which one I'm more anticipating. I almost maybe have to flip a coin. Maybe as of now, you know, probably Justice League, because you know you have all those guys together. You know, you have Flash, you have Wonder Woman, you have the best of all. You know, and of course Batman and Superman and you know Aquaman. So probably Justice League. I'm super stoked for.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. So.
On to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what to say except this is totally awesome. And as I said, you know, in my videos, I feel that this is way cooler than Marvel. I mean, from what we see here, this is like on another level. And I really enjoy when you first start to watch a movie franchise, like what Marvel created and how their style was built, you know, through time. And you see how they do things, and you're like, oh yeah, that's super cool how they decided to film that, how they decided to show that, and all of that. And all of a sudden you see that different perspective from the other side, you know, from DC. And I personally, I'm like, oh, wait a second, this is cooler.
Really?
You know, at least for me, yeah, I just feel DC and DC style a lot more. It resonates somehow with me more, you know. It's like badass. It's more badass. It's more powerful. You know, all the portrayal of power is just more strong. At least I feel that this way.
Wow.
So I personally am like totally hyped, and I'm speechless. Like my mind went blank last night when I saw all those trailers.
Yeah.
I couldn't be happier for this, and let's hope that the movies just rock, and hopefully that more people are going to give them a chance and just, you know, enjoy them and see that some things can be made in live action that can work there, and some things in animation can be made there and work there, but not in live action, and so on, because, you know, people very oftenly like to compare the two, you know, live action and animation, but keep in mind that, you know, what works there could not work in live action. Who knows? I mean, keep an open mind and just enjoy this, because I think it's awesome. Awesome times to be a movie fan and superhero fan.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so thank you very much, guys, for this hangout, and we have to do this again.
Absolutely. It's always, and I just want to end it off too and just say that it's always a pleasure to be on a hangout with you guys, and like with Malik and with, you know, thank you, man, and with Comics Defender. And it's unfortunate they weren't able to come this time, but you know, it's always a pleasure.
Exactly.
Absolutely, guys. Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it now. I'm gonna hit stop now. Then. Is that cool?
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Yeah.